Oh. Phew. Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerdy Nummies. Today I have a very special guest. It's Eva. Hi. Eva, do you love Halloween?
Oh, I love Halloween.
I am getting so excited. I think it's one of my favorite holidays.
Mine too, except this year has actually been like extremely hard to figure out a costume.
You've been busy.
I have been.
You've been doing all sorts of stuff. She has an amazing YouTube channel. I'm gonna put links down below so you should go check it out and say hi to her. And today we are gonna be making some Halloween treats because it is right around the corner. To get in the spirit this year, I've been playing the cute little Halloween themed RPG game, Costume Quest 2. So today we are gonna be making Frostbites, bone bones, kind of like bonbons, but it's like a little play on the words because they have little bones in it, and some rice creepies. Let's get started! Because we are making so many treats today from scratch, I'm just going to be showing you how to make them one by one. We are going to be making Frostbites first. The things you will need will be 2 cups of white melting chocolate, a bunch of candy canes. We are going to crush them up to make about half a cup, half a teaspoon of peppermint oil, and a few drops of oil-based blue food coloring. Remember, you want them to be oil-based because we are going to be dyeing chocolate. You will also need
a finger mold, some Ziploc baggies, and a few hammers.
Let's put it all together. The first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna unwrap all of our little candy canes, place them in the plastic banky, and then crush them up with our hammers. Let's smash some candy canes.
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, jeez. And look at those. All of our candy canes are crushed up. Boom, teamwork. Woo! We did it. Now we're gonna take our candy cane and the rest of our ingredients over to the stove. Turn your stove onto medium heat. Melt the white chocolate using the double boiler method. You just have a bowl on top, a little bit of water in the pan below, and as it's heating, it will heat your bowl. Once melted, we're gonna add our peppermint oil, then add a few drops of our blue food coloring oil and mix together until you reach a desired color. Now turn off the stove heat and stir in the crushed candy cane. We just took our peppermint bark mixture off the stove and I just poured it into a little bowl to make it a little bit more manageable, and I love this recipe because it's just like holiday bark. I don't know if you guys have ever had holiday bark. Have you had holiday bark?
So good.
Yes, it's just like chocolate with a bunch of crushed peppermint, so it's taking a really classic recipe and then making it creepy. All right, so what we're gonna do is take your spoon and take a little scoop, and we're just gonna pour it into the trays. You're gonna fill them up to the very tippy top, and you're gonna do this to all of your molds.
Now that we've filled our molds, we're just gonna put them in the refrigerator for about 20 to 30 minutes to set.
Yep, and while those are setting, we are gonna make our next creepy treat. Now that our Frostbites are in the fridge, we are gonna be making some creepy bone bones, which are basically a play on words. They're coconut bonbons, but they have little bones sticking out of them, so they're super Halloween-y. The things you will need will be 3 cups of powdered sugar, but we might need a little bit more in the future, so just have a little extra handy. 2 cups of flake coconut, 1 cup of sweetened condensed milk, half a stick of butter, and then for decoration, we're gonna be needing light green, dark green, and purple candy melts. You'll also need
a mixer, a mixing bowl, a bone mold, some ice cream scoops, and a baking tray with some wax paper. Also some mini cupcake liners.
That's right. Now let's put it all together. The first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna mix together our butter, condensed milk, and powdered sugar into our mixing bowl until it is well combined. Eva, I'm gonna have you work the mixer. So you get ready. I'm gonna put in the butter. It's a little messy, but you're gonna want it to be room temperature. It's really important that it's soft so it blends well. You don't want it to come right out of the refrigerator. Now our condensed milk. Ooh.
That was creepy enough. I think we should stop here.
Powdered sugar. Ooh, little ghosty dust cloud in here. I'll hold the bowl, you mix. You guys didn't know that I had a fog machine on set, did you? Boom, look at that. Well mixed. Now we're gonna add our coconut flakes and mix it up one more time, just a little bit.
So we just finished mixing it up, and what are we doing now, Ro?
We are gonna take our little ice cream scoops, take 1 big scoop, and then place it over here on top of the wax paper.
Once you've got them all scooped out, we're gonna put them in the fridge for about an hour to chill.
Yeah, and while they are chilling, we're gonna make some little decorations. Our coconut bonbons are chilling in the fridge, and now we are gonna make some bones to decorate. Here I have melted some of our green candy melts. It's half dark green and half light green to make this color. I put it into a plastic baggie, and we're just gonna cut a little opening at the top, and then we are gonna fill our bones about halfway full. Once these are filled, you can give them a few taps, boop, 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 boop. And that will make the candy melts lay flat, and then you're gonna pop these in the freezer for about 10 minutes to chill. And we're gonna get out our bonbons and give them a dip. We just took the coconut bonbons out of the fridge, and they're right here, and they're a little bit colder, so we were able to re-roll them to make them more of a circular shape. And over here, I've just heated up our purple candy melts. Eva told me she's never been in the melting pot.
I've never even done fondue ever.
This is so exciting. Okay, so at the melting pot, you have these cute little fondue sticks, and then you just poke your little food, and then you come over here and you're gonna dip it like in your chocolate or whatever thing you wanna coat it with. Let the excess candy drip off, and then go back over to the wax paper. Whoa, bonbon. Now you're gonna do this to the rest of your bonbons. Now we're gonna add the final decoration step. This is my favorite. Okay, so we got our little green bones from earlier, and they have completely chilled and set. And you're just gonna pop them out, and now you're gonna take a serrated knife and you're just gonna cut it. I'm doing it a little bit at an angle so that they'll sit on top of the bonbon a little funny. And you're gonna take a little bit of melted green candy melts that we saved from earlier, and you're just gonna pipe a little at the end and then stick them on the top. And you're gonna have to hold it for a little bit, maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds. It's kind of like putting together gingerbread houses. You wanna wait till the chocolate has set. Now we're gonna put in these little liners. How cute are these? Oh my gosh! And you can give them to your friends.
Cute.
Look at these! Shanky bonbons, shanky bonbons. We just finished our coconut bones, and now we're gonna make our last creepy treat. We're gonna be making rice Creepies. They're gonna look like these little bats from the game. So the things you will need will be 6 cups of Rice Krispie cereal, 10 ounces of mini marshmallows, which is about 1 bag, 3 tablespoons of butter, brown and green food coloring dye, and some orange jelly beans. You will also need
some cooking spray, a 9x13 glass pan, black candy melts, a bat-shaped cookie cutter, and some white frosting that we've placed in a decorating bag.
Yum! Now let's put it all together. Best evil witch laughed on 3. 1, 2, 3. The first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take our Rice Krispies, marshmallows, butter, and food coloring over to the stove. Turn the stove to medium heat, and in a large pot, you're gonna add the butter and stir it around until completely melted. Then you're gonna add your marshmallows and stir again until completely melted. I'm using a wooden spoon. Just be careful because this mixture gets really hot. Once the marshmallows have completely melted, we're gonna add our food coloring. I'm gonna add 3 drops of green and 1 drop of brown. Mix them together until you get that creepy green color, and then remove your large pot from the stove. I'm just placing it on the counter. Here we are gonna add our Rice Krispies to the pot and fold them together until they are well combined, and head back over to our baking station. We just took the Rice Krispies off the stove. They're nice and hot.
Now we're gonna spray the pan with our cooking spray so they don't stick.
Give it a good spray, little shake, little spray, just like hairspray. Easy to use. Woo! The pot is hot, so be careful. Don't burn yourself. I'm gonna hold the pot. You scoop it in there. It's super sticky.
Ooh.
Here's my sneaky little trick. You're gonna take a piece of wax paper, place it on top, and then we're gonna pack it down.
Ooh, that feels
so you
nice.
can spread them all around evenly and make it flat. Eva, remove the wax paper slowly. There you are, there you are.
All right, so our Rice Krispies are ready, and now we're just gonna set these aside to cool for about 30 minutes to an hour.
And while they are cooling, we're gonna make some fun decorations. While our Rice Krispies are setting, we are gonna make some decorations using this little template. I made this in Photoshop, and I'll put a link down below if you want to download this template, or feel free to make your own. But you're just gonna print it off. And then right here, Eva and I have got these 2 little boards. You can use any surface you'd like. And you're gonna take your template, put it underneath a piece of wax paper, and then we've taped them down at the top and the bottom so that they won't go anywhere. Here we've got 2 little baggies with the black candy melts. We've melted them, and for a little bit more control, we've added a number 2 tip here at the end. You don't need this, it's totally optional. I just like to have a little bit more control because I'm messy. And now we're just gonna trace out our little shapes. These are gonna be the mouths of the bat. Once we're done with these, we're gonna set them off to the side, and we're gonna take our Rice Krispies and cut out little bat shapes with a cute little cookie cutter.
Okay, so we have our Rice Krispies, and now we're just gonna plop them onto the cutting board.
All right, give it a flip. Oh! We're in business, we're in business. Take your little bat cookie cutter, and we're gonna cut out a bunch of bat shapes. You can make as many as you'd like. The first thing you're gonna do is take your little mouths that we made earlier, and then we've got a little bit of melted black candy melts. We're gonna add a little to the back, and then stick them right on the front. And now you're gonna take some jelly beans, and I like to cut them in half to make the 2 little eyeballs. Take a dab of the candy melts, put it on the back, stick on your 2 eyeballs. You take your little candy melts, and we're just gonna pipe on some little eyebrows and make 2 little eyeballs on top of the jelly bean. Now we're gonna cut up a bunch of jelly beans. I like to use the ends of the jelly bean, and you're just gonna cut the very tip of your jelly bean. Take these little guys, and I'm just gonna stick a couple onto each side, the left and the right.
So now we're gonna take our white frosting and put some teeth on them.
We're gonna do 2 pointy teeth on the top and 2 pointy teeth on the bottom. This is our moment.
This is
our moment. Ta-da! Here are all the creepy treats that we made today. We have Frostbites, coconut bones, and some Rice Creepies. A big thank you to Eva for helping me bake today. Girl, you are amazing, and you are pretty talented with this decorating stuff.
Well, thank you.
She is amazing. I'll be putting all of her links down below, so if you want to go say hi and check her out, please do so. And we'll be posting lots of pictures on Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter of all these creepy treats. And if you guys make these, please take a picture and send it to us. I would love to see your baking creations. And if you have any other ideas for any of the NUMMIES, please let me know. Leave me a comment down below, and I will do my best to make it happen. All right, thanks again, you guys. Bye-bye, and happy Halloween! We're being spooky ghosts, you guys.